この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Chihayafuru episodes 21 and 22. Last time on Chihayafuru, we had a semi-climactic little thing going on with the two pairs of members in the club facing off against each other, with Kana and Tsutomu versus Taichi and Nishida, which was pretty great. And by far my favorite thing about it, I think, was the very, very, very ending where Taichi turns down Harada Sensei's offer to bump him up to Class A. He wants to earn it himself, and man, Taichi just keeps growing on me. Ever since we sort of got that picture and that view into his head as he's like thinking about the logistics of the cards and going through all of it, Taichi has just been on the up and up as a character. Tsutomu also got a really good line in the episode, as he was helping Chihaya with her studies and pushing her to figure out. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Some really cool matches, some really interesting stuff. What's next? Well, I can see the very first frame of the episode 21, and it is Chihaya holding a pencil, a very cute pencil with a little bear thing on it, which I assume is one of those characters that she's always wearing shirts of. So I assume that she is taking exams right now, and will hopefully do well enough to stay in the club and stuff. We'll see. In any case, we also had a bunch of Arata stuff and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know where we're going with this next episode. No idea. But I'm sure it's going to be some more Chihayafuru greatness, and I am here for it. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop on into the episode. I have, as I said, the episode up and ready to go. It is at 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction. You can find the picture-in-picture version with the video up in the corner, down in the description, and you can find the timer-based version up on YouTube. The picture-in-picture version will have the video in it, but it will not have description at the end, or discussion. Will not have discussion at the end of each episode. The timer-based version on YouTube will have any discussion I decide to do at the end of each episode, but it will not have the video in it because YouTube. So mix and match as you see fit to get the content that you want, and if you do want to use the timer-based version and perhaps sync up with your own copy of Chihayafuru, you can do that, but get it ready because there will be a beep beep timer to count you down to 0, and it'll be coming right now. I'm also going to preemptively lower the volume slightly because Chihayafuru is loud. Chemistry. Uh-huh. That's pretty cute. 3 days. Oh my god. And tests are over. Whoa. Ooh. No, what do you mean? While snow falls upon my leaves. Back at it. Hard focus, yeah. Hello? What's going on in your head? Timing. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Right. So she saw some. Oh. Yes, it did. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Ooh. Is he going without reading cards from the pile? That's the problem. That face. I don't think you need that much help, buddy. Hmm? Hmm. Oh, yeah. Must be in unison. That is the weakness. Aww. Mm-hmm. Empress? Hi. Hard work paying off. +1 Empress. As usual, like almost every episode now. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, with her hair all mussed up. Looks cuter that way. Mm. Mm. Oof. Huh? But not the qualifier? Oh. Yeah, what? What? Oh. The whoosh of the wind. Can we get some like ice packs? Just like put those on the back of our neck. It helps. Mm. Hmm. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, hi, Pseudo. What? Oh, that's amazing. No, please no. Yeah, better not lose. I'm sure she'll get it back. Indeed. Ooh. The hype is oh. All right, buddy. I think you'll lose to Pseudo. But I believe in you. Ririka. And she's middle schooler? Oh my god. Crusher. Destroy. Kick her across the room. 6th grade. Jesus. Okay, then if she's all speed, then timing is what Chihaya needs. I don't trust it. I don't trust that level of cute. Mm. All eyes on Ririka, huh? Crusher. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Let's get that commentary. She might. Sink or swim now, right? We'll see. uh, Oh. Oh. That's amazing. Aw, that's the cutest. Crusher! Maybe not if Chihayafuru was still being Speed Monster, Speed Girl. There we go. Yeah. No, but it's everything. She's gonna get really frustrated. Uh-huh. I love that. All right, watch me be slow and take all the cards from you. That's exactly, yeah, exactly. This is exactly the same situation that she was in against, what's her name? Fault. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You are becoming more like her. Oh my god, she's overcoming her weaknesses. Ah! Super hype, yeah. A little bit. Oof. He is supposed to be playing. Let her have it. Ike! Yes. Do what you gotta do, girl. Moving in. Hi. Your time has come. Boom. Huh? You're slow. Wait, you're not slow? Oh god, what do I do? Dominating. If she can combine the speed and the timing, then she's got it all. Ah, and now you are exactly where Chihaya was, realizing that your speed is not everything. Oh, Crusher. No mercy. Gotta respect it a little bit. The most wholesome parent, for real. Oh, oh. Hey, Sudo, did you get knocked out? Versatile, adaptive. Yeah. Yeah. The whole everything. Hmm. Oh, the little. Yeah. Chihai's gonna stand up for her. She can hear it all. Chocolate! Good luck to you, Arata. Must refuel. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Hmm. We'll see. Hmm. And that moment has happened. The text from Taichi. My goal is to become the finalist. So you better. Woo, yeah. Not good luck. I want to fight you. So you better do well. Nice, Taichi. Nice. That was a really great build into the ED. That was nice. Huh? Whoa. That was cool. Okay. Wow. A unique ED. Is there anything? No, that's the end of the episode. Whoa. Also, whoa. Like beyond the ED. This I keep saying this. It seems like I keep saying this week. Like this whole week, almost every show that I've watched this week, regardless of whether it's a pull show and it came out years ago, or if it's a seasonal and it's airing now, almost every show this week has been like at least a notch above its average. And multiple shows have had like my favorite episode of the show this week. I'm not sure if this is necessarily my favorite episode of Chihayafuru, but it's definitely up there, and it's my favorite episode in a while. It's a simple one. It's a simple episode, and the reason that I really enjoyed this is pretty simple. It's a lot of things coming to fruition, and it's a lot of just stuff that I like. We got working hard. We've got continuing to work hard. We've got hard work coming to fruition here in this particular match. We have a reversal and a moment where a character realizes that they are standing further ahead of their past self, and we get to embody that with Chihaya, this much older than her opponent character, against a character who relies entirely on her speed. A precise parallel of what Chihaya went through when she was facing name escapes me San, the the older woman in the cute pink and stuff. Now she has that role because she has learned a little bit of it, a little bit of the timing, a little bit of what she needs. We have people not believing, O ye of little faith, outside, and we have a moment where we really sort of get to laugh a little bit at the fickleness of observers and people who don't understand necessarily what's really happening. When they're saying like, "Oh, really, Ririka is not that great. She's losing to this rando." Of course, we have the benefit of knowing that Chihaya is no rando. She's the main character, so we're like, yeah, she's losing, but that's kind of expected. Still, a dangerous opponent for Chihaya, especially in her current state where she's like put aside her speed for a while in order to focus on the timing. But now that she's getting the hang of the timing just a little bit, she's able to use her speed as well. I freaking love that. But more than that, I think my favorite thing in this episode is actually the little micro story that we get for really it's Ririka for Ririka. It's always weird to try to. It's like almost a rolled R, but the little story that we get for Ririka and her mother, and it's such a tiny element. This thing about the ears, because it works for Chihaya as well, but like this moment where she was teased for her big ears, and then someone at the Karate Society said that's an advantage. And then she puts her hair up and asks her mom to do her hair up so that her ears are showing, because it becomes a point of pride instead of something that she's ashamed of. It's so short and it's so concise, but damn, that got to me. Like, that really got to me. It's the cutest fucking thing. And her mother's genuine, like very genuine, watching from the sidelines, like wishing her well, like, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to find something that you care about and that you like. Aww. Just like, aww. And there are some great goofy moments in this episode. Everything in this episode landed. This is great. Carta. Queen, scholarship, college, and daddy bear. All the important stuff. And then we show Pseudo as well, and it's just like sadist, 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 sadist. Super sadist. Amazing. Amazing. Very cute. Oh, and then there's the I just remember it because of that shot of Chihaya. The moment where she says like, "Oh, she's not really that fast. She's not that good." And then we rewind it and replay it like 6 times in Chihaya's head. Ah, perfect. A perfect representation of something we have all been through, you know? I will defend your hair. So, Ririka, the child prodigy. And she's cute, but she is a child and is fickle in her emotions. And I was saying it kind of partly for the humor, but at the same time, I'm entirely on Chihaya's side for this battle. I can feel for Ririka, but she is in 6th grade. She has a long way to go, a long time. Chihaya's got goals. She's got places to go. Crush her, and she does. And it's the most wholesome crushing. It really is. So we've got the mother over the shoulder, and then we've got the attention and focus on her, the expectations. Yeah. Harda like, no, I'm expecting everything. So they get a buy, which is really nice. Told her to stop using speed, but she needs more weapons. She needs to be able to fight on her own terms. So we're all taken aback a little bit. Also, can I just mention that Kana's outfit with this little black rose there is super cute. Really like it. Yep. Her ears are and this as she pulls the hair back over her ears. The karate coach said that I have good hearing. Oh, oh, oh. It's still getting to me. Like, what the heck? I just changed the aspect ratio, didn't I? I did not want to do that. Okay, we'll go back to 16:9 because that's fine. So Chihaya moves herself back, focuses on the timing, and pulls a motherfucking Shinobu. Dink. Light. Not quite as light, but she does it. And Ririka gets upset here a little bit. Understandably so. Took the card, but she's slow. But exactly, she's just like I was. And she doesn't have the support system that's like trying to train her up for a goal. People have just been praising her for her speed, and she loves that, right? So that's her belief. She believes that speed is everything, as kind of as Chihaya did. But Chihaya going into that one match had Harada telling her, like, you can't just rely on your speed. So she had some insight, and we came at it from a different perspective. But yeah. And exactly, faults. So this Chihaya girl, who's that? Who that? Who that girl over there? Yeah, now you're in that position. Opponent doesn't seem that good. And then at this point, Harada does this, and I fucking love it. You can use your speed now. Ike. Or Gamate, it doesn't matter. I think it was Ike. He doesn't actually say it, so we don't know. Faster than Ririka. And it all sort of falls down for Ririka. But she keeps pushing. She keeps trying, keeps fighting. And we see through the tears this little smile as she gets one card. Oh. Aww. So, crushed her. Everybody's crying. Yeah. Well, Chia is holding back tears because achievement, but also because this means so much, you know? Ah. And then freaking draws the little clover on her, like, yeah, you can do it. Chocolate. I thought Chihaya was gonna go in on whoever was talking shit about Ririka. Yeah, and then this. I like this. I like that he takes this away and says what he means. That's great. And here, finding out that one of his mentors, one of his idols, has maybe lost the touch a little bit, maybe given up a little bit, and has expectations for him. It's interesting. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. And then this ED, where it transitions into, I assume it's a different verse of the song, a different portion. Uh, it's gorgeous. I don't know why. I don't know, but it's gorgeous and it was really cool. Okay, cool. Let's watch the next one. Hopefully it'll live up to this episode because this was genuinely one of my favorite episodes of Chihayafuru. Period. Certainly my favorite that we've had in a couple of weeks. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take a momentary break just to sync up all the tracks again, make sure everything is recording correctly, and then I will be back in just a flash. So see you in a moment. All right, welcome back. We are good to go on Chihayafuru episode 22. If you're using the time-based version, get your copy ready because we're about to get started. Hmm. Who dat? That's the one that he had some rivalry with in the previous episode? Oh no. Yeah. Who dat? Bomb bomb. Oh. Oh. That's a great way to build up a character just a little bit without ever knowing who they are. It's nice. Faded away while in idle thought. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Someone who doesn't love Karata? Driven by something else? Depressed. Oh, wow. Her layout? We'll see about that. She's seen her play. I'm sure she will. Right. Okay. Driven. Yeah. That was always very noticeable. We'll see. We'll see. Arata? Nope, just the outside. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Uh, thinks it's hopeless? Oh. Oh. Whoa. Sorry, buddy. Oh my god, dude. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the big leagues. Yeah, let's get some. Yeah, he's got a nickname for her. Persistent and stubborn. Uh, nah. Nah. Oh, Harada's playing. Okay, so we'll get some slightly different commentary this time, eh? They're gonna have to. And Yumi is not going to show it, is she? Different reader. So what is her style like? Plain? Plain but measured and perfect? Mmm. Mmm. Damn that defense, though. Very much. Yes. No talent, just hard work. That's what she strikes me as. Someone who's worked harder than anyone else. And yet, poof. Talent. Wow. And you'll lose. Because you're going to lose to Chihaya right now. Partly because of that mindset. Hot. That's really annoying. Stubborn. Yeah. The smile of someone who's given up. Or who is past that point, you know? What if it doesn't? What if she quits? Every time. Push, 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 push. Yeah. I like that fade. Okay. Keep your word, Chihaya. Vicious. She wants to wake you up. She cares. You've given up. If you want her to take you seriously, you've got to snap out of it. Nice. Also, those boots, though. Mm-hmm. Kana's too cute. For real. Hmm. The reader cares. Well, we found what Kana's gonna do with her life. Wow. I'm so into that. Get stubborn. Get stubborn. Get it back, or you're gonna lose. Made a mistake. Calm yourself. At this point, I kind of want Yumin to bring it back a bit and then lose. Mm-hmm. She's getting it back. All right. The turning point. The fact that she doesn't have sclera is really interesting. Thanks. Aww. they all take that. Aw. This whole sequence is so fucking madhouse. Yeah? Okay. Do we have cameras? Stubborn, eh? Let her have the card. It's the stubbornness. Her own Karuta. Oh, contesting a play. Yeah, it's kind of not super cool, but it's her Karata. Well, then that's how she got there. Yeah. None of that bullshit in your head. Makes it much harder. Everything she can do. Arrogance. Ah. Oh ho 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 ho. This is gonna get cliffhangy, isn't it? Indeed. Ugh. Is that the win? That's the win. Okay, no cliffhang. Hmm. To the reader. Ooh. Is she out? Out? Like, is it over? I don't know. This was a really cool way to do a defeat, though. Okay, couple of things. First and foremost, I think the first thing that I want to mention is that I genuinely expected this match to go into the next episode, and I'm glad that it didn't. Not just because it means that we can sort of leave off cleanly here, but because like you could have stretched this very slightly. We were up to the wire at that point to end the episode on time. You could have stretched this very slightly to make the ending of the match spill over into the next and serve as a cliffhanger. They didn't. I kind of appreciate that. It's kind of nice. I mean, cliffhangers do what cliffhangers do, and sometimes they can be valuable and useful, but generally, I prefer to keep things like compact in the episode. So that's cool. Um, the second thing that I want to mention is that over the past two episodes, we've had two very unique opponents, both for Chihaya. We've had two entirely, like almost entirely match focused episodes. With two very unique opponents, which is to say that the opponents are the focus of the episode. And if you're gonna have an opponent as a focus, and this is very much the same way that it is in a lot of battle and shorts and sports shonen. Although sometimes it's more like a little arc or mini thing for multiple episodes when they fight. But you see this kind of stuff in tournament arcs, in sports shonen, in all kinds of places. And when you do that, your audience is you have a few things and a few obstacles to overcome. The first is that your audience is not only familiar with, but is almost guaranteed to be rooting for your main character. In this case, when we come into one of these matches, we are rooting for Chihaya, right? We know her, we know what her goals are, we know what her problems are, and we want to see her overcome them and reach her goals. That's just the way it works with storytelling. So there has to be a way to break down that barrier of this character sitting across from our main character is simply an obstacle to be overcome. We want to break through that wall. And how do we do that? Well, in two episodes, we have two very different ways of doing that. In the last episode, we had an endearing character who was almost destined to lose to Chihaya. There was no way, prodigy or not. But an extremely endearing backstory. Very concise, but very, very, very endearing and like emotionally poignant backstory for this young character full of, exuberant energy and love for this game. And little hints of personal reasons that instantly connect us to that character and give us a reason to maybe even if we don't want Ririka to win, we care what happens to her and how she loses a little bit. Then we have a very different situation here with Yumin. It feels weird to use the nickname Yumi. We have a very different situation here with Yumi. She is what I would consider like a character that's hard to like, that's seriously difficult to like. And the way that we overcome that is extremely different. We have her go through a little character development, a little arc here. And it's not so much that what I would expect. I would expect that Chihaya's fervor somehow infects her opponent, or Chihaya's fervor somehow incites her opponent to try harder, or to realize that she has to snap out of it if she wants to beat this girl who's sitting in front of her. But that's not quite what happens here. What happens here is we have a character who is depressed, who has moved a little bit away from Karuta, just a little bit, but who still wants it, but isn't quite sure why they want it anymore. And as opposed to Chihaya's passion reawakening Yumi's passion, it's Chihaya becomes a challenge for this character, one that forces her to reevaluate the way that she plays. And it really comes down to playing your own game, my own Karuta, right? That's what it really comes down to. And somehow that's intrinsically appealing to me. That she's being honest to herself and her own way of playing, despite the fact that I disrespect her at the beginning of the episode. Genuinely, I have no respect for her as someone who is giving up. And beyond that, I don't respect the way that she plays, contesting those cards the way that she does. It doesn't seem quite right to me. But it's true to her, and I respect that and the willingness to do what's true to you, even if it means that other people around you don't respect you for it. Okay? I don't know if that made any sense at all, but I don't like the way that Yumi plays when she chooses to play her own Karuta, and I certainly don't like her mindset before that. She starts out the episode as a dislikable character. And then she ends as a dislikable character who is true to herself and is like, well, world, fuck you if you don't like me. I'm going to play my game and I'm going to try to win. And I have to respect that. I might not like it, but I have to respect it. So, two very, very different ways of getting us out of this like Chihaya only mindset. And by about the midpoint of the episode, I was genuinely interested in whether Yumi would be able to pull it out, and she did. Now, a big part of that is also the nature of the commentary, the like sideline commentary that we get, because we get it from mostly Nishida's perspective, but also the sensei's perspective outside, and we see their care about it, and we see Nishida like, well, actually, Nishida's a perfect audience stand-in for this because he's at the beginning, like without thought, he's rooting for Chihaya. He's like, yeah, you got a card. And then by the end of the episode, he is, again, almost without thought, rooting for Yumi. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do I like this character? Not really. Do I like the way that they're handled and the impact that they have on the story? Absolutely. Absolutely. What I don't know for certain is I don't know whether this means that Chihaya is just gone out of the tournament. It's single elimination, poof, gone. Your chances of becoming queen this year are in the garbage. I don't know. I just don't know. I know this is the qualifier. I know it's hefty stuff. It's serious business, but I don't know anything else. So, all of that general stuff being said, let's just skim through the episode really quickly. Oh, I love the way that we introduce her, saying her name over and over and over and over, and then into who dat, and then the explanation, the former queen. So interesting, and a hurdle that your target Shinobu has already surpassed. And then the other thing is that we immediately are inside of Yumi's head. This is very much more her episode than it is Chihaya's. Yeah. This depression. Why did I enter it? Right, and she seems to have a good layout for herself, but really that's part of Yumi's strategy. So she watched this, saw that, isn't really able to glean anything. So we have a special reader, which is very cool. Oh yeah, and we keep focusing on the calluses, the perfect position, the perfect stance, the perfect posture, all of that. You can do it. You can control the match. It seems to me that Chihaya loses control during the middle of the match. If she hadn't made those faults, well, she was ahead by that many cards, by as many as she had, as she was behind by at the end. So, yeah. So stop talking to them. Come over here. It's very cute. The whole thing with the foggy windows and leading into the open window, the history of hard work. It's never stated, but I get the impression that she's somebody who doesn't have the kind of crazy talent that Shinobu and Chihaya do, but somebody who has worked harder than anybody else, which again is something that I have to respect. And as difficult as this burden of expectation is, man, it's really endearing to have a mentor who really, really, really believes in you no matter what. That's pretty awesome. Just wasn't your day. You can do it. You can do it. So then she gets a little bit inflamed or ensconced and starts to make mistakes. Also, I love this. I love that we have this character in the traditional garb who seems to have Kana's same passion for the reading, for the poems themselves. Makes me think that Kana will at some point stop playing Karuta and start reading Karuta, because it's such a perfect route for her. It's so excellent. That would be very cool. There are also some lovely moments where we see Tsutomu and Kana standing next to each other, and I'm just thinking the whole time like, yep, I ship it. Yep, ship it. I do. I definitely do. So then here we go. She goes through a realization. Pathetic. Yeah, this is the turning point. And then we get the we'll open the window, the big whoosh. My own Karata. I love how everybody in the room is like, my own Karata, he's right. You're right. I can play my own game. But she knows what he really means. Your own stubborn, contested Karata that people may not love you for. That may be a drain to everyone around you. But that is her way of playing. That much more refined, that much more accurate. And even if it's annoying, everyone knows that they have to respect that because they know that you don't get to the point where you can contest those cards unless you're good, really good. And she is. Cool pair of episodes. Really cool pair of episodes. We're going to have to see how this impacts Chihaya. This moment at the end where Harada Sensei looks over makes me think that this was a major blow to Chihaya. It'll depend, I think, on whether she's out of the tournament. I'm under the impression that it's one and done, single elimination, which is a bad juju. Just bad juju, which would mean another year. But that would mean that maybe we get to watch a queen match that's not Chihaya and learn from it, which could be really cool. Either way, I'm happy. But this was a pair of very good episodes, very solid episodes. I think that episode 21 was definitely something that I enjoyed more than episode 22 here, but both very solid. In any case, I think that's going to be it for me. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Chihayafuru episodes 21 and 22. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when there are 25 episodes in this season, I believe, so we will probably we'll probably watch all three. We'll probably watch all three of the rest. I was thinking at the end of this one that if we cliffhanged, I could watch the next one and then do 2 next week, but maybe we'll do all 3 next week. We'll see. That would mean that might be tough because we're ending Hibike S2 next Sunday as well, and there's Vinland, and then there would be 3 Chihayas. That's a long time. That's a lot of stuff. We'll see. I'll try and figure it out. In any case, this has been fun. I hope to catch you next week for it. The next 2 or 3, whatever. See you there. Peace.